The most important thing to keep in mind is impermanence. It's not just to scare you with, oh, you're going to die. That's inevitable. But it's about being able to really sift through and declutter your mind. The great teachers, the great masters, one of the things that you will find is that they have this simplicity. The most important thing to keep in mind is impermanence. People think impermanence as being a very sort of a desolate, kind of a depressing contemplation or idea. But I think if somebody who really understands the transient nature of life and impermanence, it allows us actually to treasure the present moment a lot better. Many of us experience certain points where we come very close to realizing the sort of the mortality of our own life, how transient and how impermanent life can be. It is at that moment that we can actually sift through and see how many of the things that we make in life important are actually not so important. And those things that we ignore are sometimes the most valuable things. And of course, the sad thing is that when that time of really some kind of wake-up call, let's say, of impermanence passes away, you come back to your habitual patterns. But many people who really wake up to that moment, I think, become wonderful people. I really think when we understand how precious this moment is and how we are surrounded by all these wonderful situations that you can enjoy, that you can really treasure, that you can use as an inspiration for yourself and the others to benefit from, that comes from really being able to understand the transitory nature, the impermanence. That's why it's such an important topic in Buddha Dharma as well. It's not just to scare you with, oh, you're going to die. That's inevitable. But it's about being able to really sift through and declutter your mind. And after all, all the things that are harmful, destructive, stressful are clutters of different emotions in our mind. So it allows you to really have the wisdom to see what is really important, what is really valuable. And if you can work with that, then there's that inner happiness, this inner joy. If you look at the example of the great teachers, the great masters, one of the things that you will find is that they have this simplicity, and within the simplicity, there's so much of almost childish joyfulness. And this usually, if you really go down to seeing where it comes from being very awake to this present moment, instead of cluttering their mind with imaginations that you're going to live for 10,000s of years, and because of which then you create all these different, delusions and habitual fixations and clutter your mind with a lot of, I think, negative emotions.